parallelogram. Now remember what we're actually talking about today is
Johnny,
a couple things here. Okay, make sure you draw yourself a nice parallelogram here. A couple things about parallelograms that you should put in your memory banks here, and that would be this. That would be these here. Point number one, we I guess label these A, B, C, D. Angles next to each other are going to be, see if you remember this word from back in the day, just a couple days ago, supplementary. Okay. In other words, if you find two angles side by side-ish, 120, 160, that means this angle here, angle B, is also going to be 60 degrees, and angle A is also going to be 120 degrees. So when you have a parallelogram, okay, all you need to be given is one angle, and you can find the rest of them. In addition to that, the opposite angles of a parallelogram are always going to be equal as well. Opposite angles are going to be equal. Next year, we'll go through a long lesson about why they are. But if you notice, look, 60 and 60 are equal, and the angles are opposite, 120 and 120 are equal. Christine, did you have a question?
I did.
It was answered, or you just forgot it?
No, I remember.
What's that? Oh, you remember.
Well, I figured it out.
Okay, so, like I said, if you have a parallelogram, kind of hard to draw them freehand. Like I said, if you know that this is, I don't know, 50 degrees, you can figure out every other angle. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. Angle A would have to be how many degrees and or why? Michael?
50.
Why? Because
It's the opposite.
of the opposite angle thing. Angle B would have to be how many degrees? Peter?
130 degrees.
Why? Because it's
Supplementary.
supplementary. And then angle D has to be how many degrees? Grace?
130.
Why?
Because it's
Because it's supplementary as well. Okay. Okay, now, forging ahead, talking about parallelograms and their area. The area of a parallelogram, the formula for the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Okay? The base of the shape times its height. Now, pay special attention. When we do rectangles, what is the formula for the area of a rectangle? What do we use for the area formula? Eli?
Length times width.
Length times width. Notice we don't call the area of a parallelogram length times width. Okay, and there's a very good reason for that, and that's because it isn't the length and the width, it is the base and the height. And the thing you have to understand in math, anytime they talk about a base and a height, whether it be with parallelograms or with triangles, these two things have to be perpendicular. Which means they have to form right angles. It has to form a right angle. Okay, so if this is my parallelogram, and let's say this is 10 inches and this is 8 inches. The area of that parallelogram is going to be, Alexa Lutz,
Oh, 80.
80 is not right. DJ? Christine, we don't have our glasses, we can have contact, let's, somebody give me the area of that parallelogram.
32,000.
32,000 is close, but not quite. No. Peter, thank you very much. I just would wait till somebody tells me that. You can't find the area of this. Until they give you a line, or you can find two lines that form right angles, you can't do the area. I don't know what the area, I can do the perimeter because it's going to be 10 plus 8 plus 10 plus 8. Okay, but that's why in the book they'll either show it this way, they'll either put a dash line maybe right here and give you a little square corner like that and say, okay, this is 7 inches. Or sometimes they'll extend this line out like this and extend this down here and say it's 7 inches. Either way, 7 is the height of that thing. And it doesn't matter which you call, it doesn't really matter which one you call the base and the height. You just know that the two lines you multiply together are the two lines that form the right angle. Okay, what two lines form a right angle? The 10 inches and these 7 inches. This 8 inches, there's no right angles anywhere with this. Okay, so the area of this shape is going to equal 10 times 7, or 70 inches squared. Okay, please be very aware of that. And that's why, and the reason why it doesn't matter with a rectangle is because in a rectangle, by definition, every angle is a right angle and perpendicular. So it doesn't matter what two you multiply together to get the right answer because everything's perpendicular. But in a parallelogram, that's not the case. Question, Eli? No?
How do you find the,
The book, it has to be given to you.
oh,
Okay. Until next year when we do this thing here, which you'll then you'll find it out. The book will have to give you the height of the shape. Okay, so when you're given this thing here, okay, and they tell you that this is 6 inches and maybe this is 11 inches, and then there's this dash line that goes like this, and you see a square corner here, and it says that this is 10 inches. What two lines are the base and the height? Area equals base times the height. What two lines are the base and the height there? Jacob?
The 10 inch and the 11.
Correct. Because they are the two that form the right angle. Get it out of your mind right now that base always means bottom or whatever, because it doesn't always mean the bottom. Okay, it always means the two lines that form the right angle, and that would be 10 times 11. Area of this thing would be 110 inches squared. Okay? Just get that in mind. Again, perimeter, if I asked you the perimeter of this, remember perimeter is just around the outside. This 10, you don't need the 10. Don't be adding the 10 in there. It's just the distance around the outside. 6 plus 11 plus 6 plus 11. No 10. Only stuff around the outside. Problems, issues, questions, concerns? Happinesses, sadnesses? Jake doesn't have one? Don't tell me Jake has one if Jake doesn't have one. He did? Jake, do you have a question?